It may taste good, but in the long run, drinking the Kool-Aid may be a very bad decision. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Talent Talk Back, where we try and demystify the world of film and television. I'm Sam Liddell, and today we're going to be talking about drinking the Kool-Aid. Now, that's not a term that you're familiar with. Basically, it refers to when you take a deep dive into something and you get on board with everything that's about, whether it's good or bad. And unfortunately, within the film and television industry, this can be a very bad thing. Now, we all want to be actors, we all want to be earning a living from this industry, but the truth around that is that's not always going to be true. I know people that are seen to be very well off in the industry that are barely scraping by to make ends meet year after year. And that's just with not making a commitment to film, but doing other jobs on the outside. So what I really want you to think about after this video, or even during this video, is to what is your commitment to the film and television industry, and have you got to a point where you might have jumped in with both feet with no safety net and could possibly get yourself into trouble. And the reason I want to talk about this today is I do know a lot of people that have made the decision to only be about being an actor and making all their income from the film and television industry. And especially here in Australia, it's just really, for a lot of us, it's not a possibility. You may get the odd commercial that comes through, television episodes, big movies, things like that. But the thing is, for most of us, we're not going to make enough to make a living off this. So you've got to think about having a backup plan, having something that you're going to actually be able to afford to pay the bills with. Because at the end of the day, this life and this time that we live in is not going to let up. You're going to have phone bills, you're going to have internet bills, you're going to have car loans and car bills and car services and rent and food. Most importantly, food, because the starving artist thing, it sounds like a good idea and it sounds like a something that you can get on board because it gives me credit as an artist or whatever crap it may be. But at the end of the day, if you're not eating properly and you get an audition or you're on set or something like that and you're low on food, low on energy, you're going to give a crap performance. You're not going to be what they need on set, and they're probably not going to have you back. So think about what you are doing within this industry to make sure that you can stay in it long term. And trust me, committing to just being a film and television actor and not having something else on the side to sort of supplement your income is a really bad idea. Now, the reason that I can sort of speak about this is I'm still working full time while working around trying to build a career within film and television. I'm working 38, 45-hour weeks in a normal job. I'm a bit lucky I get a little bit of flexibility with what I can do, so I can actually make other things happen around that. And that's an important thing to be thinking about. And a lot of us kind of go, well, what kind of job gives us that? Honestly, cafes, hospitality, casual work is a really good place to start. Uber and delivery services, things like that, yeah, they're a good option, but you've got to remember you're not going to be the only one doing that. There's not only every actor that goes, oh, Uber, this sounds like a great idea. And then there's everybody else on top of that that's trying to actually supplement their income doing Uber or Deliveroo or whatever it may be. So try and think about doing something whereby you're going to be able to get regular work, whether that's at a local bar, cafe, something that's going to allow you the flexibility that you need to be an actor, or commit to the fact that if you are going to keep working full time, as I have, to be able to allow and work around that schedule to be able to make it to auditions and to take time off to get to set for shooting days and things like that. The only other thing I'll add in here is that for some of us, if you are seriously just going to drop everything and take on film and television, you've really got to consider taking on extras work. And the reason I say that is because, especially here in Brisbane at the minute, we are getting some big productions out here. And what that actually means is it facilitates people actually being able to get regular days on set working as extras. I mean, it's not anything that you get paid for being a lead role or a featured role or anything like that, but it is enough to keep your coffers at least somewhat full and being able to get those bills paid on time. So think about that and talk to your agent about getting extras work. There are some stuff with doing extras work that's going to mean that you may lose other opportunities, so it's a decision not made lightly. But talk to your agent and talk to other people that may already be doing extras work about the pros and cons of doing it. And sometimes being an extra on set can actually be a bit of a benefit. I'm going to plan on talking about this kind of stuff a little bit later down the track. But talk to people that you know that are already doing extras work and see what they think. I actually haven't had the opportunity to get on to set yet as an extra on any of these big productions, and that's been because I've been working full time and my focus is to sort of go for more lead roles in film and television and commercials. So that's where I've been sticking to. And talking on this, that comes back to branding and brand identification. But trust me, extras work's not a bad thing. Gets you on big sets, it gets you talking to people. You get to make friends. And you get to see what a big movie set's like. But again, I'm going to talk about that later down the line. But be very careful about jumping in and making a very rash decision to only be an actor, to only be the struggling actor, the struggling artist, all that kind of stuff. Because being a martyr may sound good on paper, but living as one, it's not a great lifestyle. So be careful in the choices that you make. And make sure that you can, especially if you've got a partner or something like that, partner or a pet or children, make sure that you're thinking about them as well as not only yourself. We can get very selfish in what we do as actors, so it's good occasionally to actually take a step back and look how our choices are affecting others, especially when it comes to our earning capacity, because unless you get a big break, and let's be honest, that's not always going to be possible for all of us, it's going to be hard to make a living in this industry. You've got to be doing it for the love of it and the fun of it. Remember that. But guys, for me, for today, I'm going to leave it there. I would love to hear about your stories and where you are sitting with this kind of thing. Have you drunk the Kool-Aid and has it worked for you? Or have you drunk the Kool-Aid and it's backfired miserably, and what are you doing now to try and work that all out? Please comment below and tell us your stories. Comment on this. I'd love to hear other people's stories, and as I said, I'll rebuttal to all this stuff later on down the line when I get the opportunity to. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Let's make a community out of this, guys. But for now, I'm Sam Liddell. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, have fun.